Hey, what's going on, Who That Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. And for a few minutes, I want to talk a little bit about Antonio Brown. Now, if you have not heard, and I cannot believe I'm about to say this, the New Orleans Saints have wide receiver Antonio Brown down in New Orleans for a workout. And there's a strong possibility that he might end up being a New Orleans Saint. Now, according to NFL insider Adam Schefter, he said that the Saints are doing their due diligence. I mean, we all know that Antonio Brown got released by the New England Patriots because of some controversial tweets that he sent to a female, because she was going to air out some dirty laundry or whatever like that. So the Saints are really looking into this. But there's a strong possibility he might be a New Orleans Saint. Who That Nation, I look at this two ways, okay? I look at Antonio Brown as the incredible athlete and player that he is. I mean, when this guy's dialed in, he's probably one of the best wide receivers of all time. I mean, he can give you, the playbook would be limitless at what this guy can actually do and bring to the table. You put him on the opposite side of Michael Thomas, the Saints can really make some noise, and a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, be confident that we all can book our tickets to Miami because the Saints might end up going to the Super Bowl. But then I look at Antonio Brown, the guy that's addicted to social media and can't let it go. I mean, the way that I found out that he was down in New Orleans wasn't because of Adam Schefter. It was because he posted it on Instagram. He posted the form that the Saints filled out, and gave him, in order for him to have the workout. I just feel like this guy's addicted to social media. And if you look at the mind frame and the position of the New Orleans Saints, they're not like that, man. You don't see the New Orleans Saints all up in the news, guys all up in the news for all the wrong reasons. You don't see guys posting all kind of weird stuff, and trying to get all the attention in the world. Sean Payton wants his players to be disciplined. And if Antonio Brown cannot be disciplined, I don't think it's going to work out with the New Orleans Saints. I think that Antonio Brown probably realizes that when all this stuff went down, his phone wasn't ringing. I think he realized that the NFL moved on without him, which he probably thought, I don't know, man, the league gonna miss me, whatever. And maybe he realized, like, looking at these players out here in the National Football League, the wheels keep turning and it doesn't need Antonio Brown. So maybe that was a wake-up call for him. Maybe that will be something that he needed to see in order for him to realize that, man, I got to take this serious. Antonio Brown needs to remove himself from social media and not take it so serious and not have to post every single thing that happened in his life, because nobody cares about that at the end of the day. People care about your production on the field, okay? If you're just posting and you're putting absolutely no production on the field, nobody cares, okay? So if he comes in with a positive mind frame, if he comes in ready and willing to work, if he comes in trying to put his hard hat on and go out there and put his head down and say that I will do everything I possibly can for the success of the New Orleans Saints organization, for the success of his team, I'm all for it. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that this is a good look, okay? I don't think this is a good look. I don't think that his personality would be really suffice for this particular locker room, man. You look at these guys. There's not a me guy in that locker room. There's a we guy. You see guys congratulating guys when they score touchdowns. You see guys celebrating because a guy might be in a slump and they finally get out of it. You see guys patting each other on the back because a guy make a block. You see these guys dancing in the locker room after games. You see these guys tweeting each other online, cracking jokes with each other. It seems like this is a close-knit group. There's not a me guy in the locker room. It's a we. And when you look at Antonio Brown, all of his behavior in the past has shown you that he's all about me. Okay, so if he can get that me out of him and get along and put some we in him, then I think he'll be okay. But like I said, if it was up to me, I wouldn't touch this guy. I'll be just being honest. His talent is like off the charts. But at the end of the day, I think that it takes more than just talent to get you where you need to be. It's about chemistry. It's about teamwork. And it's about not being selfish. And I feel like Antonio Brown's track record has shown us that he's selfish. But, I mean, I'm not in the Saints organization. I trust the Saints organization to make the right decisions. I think that they realize that the window is closing. You got so many guys that you need to sign at the end of the season. There's a lot of question marks pertaining to Drew Brees possibly retiring. And I'm going to be honest with you. When I'm looking at him bringing in Janoris Jenkins, when I see Mickey Loomis bringing in DJ Swearinger, Deshaun Shedd, all these different players, Kiko Alonso making trades at the beginning of the season. When I look at that, everything telling me that this might be Drew Brees' last hurrah. I have never seen the New Orleans Saints this aggressive towards the end of the season. I've never seen this, okay? So something is about to go down they're going to completely shake the foundation of the New Orleans Saints organization the way that they're making these moves. And then you bring in a guy who is considered a locker room cancer, a team cancer in Antonio Brown. I mean, you put two and two together. It just seems like to me like something is about to really change in the Saints organization. And the only thing I can think of is the possibility of this being Drew Brees' last year. I mean, the signing of Teddy Bridgewater, bringing him back, him completely like just, turning down a starting job in Miami to be a backup for Drew Brees. All I'm saying is he was promised something for him to come back. And then you look at all these signings. I mean, that's just the way I feel about it. But I would love to hear from you. What do you think about the New Orleans Saints possibly signing Antonio Brown? And do you think that he can contribute to the team in a positive way? And do you think that he can let go of that social media stuff? Comment down below, like and share this video. This has been a State of the Saints podcast. Once again, my name is TJ Jones. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com, search State of the Saints podcast, and go to facebook.com, search State of the Saints podcast. Till next time, all I got to say is, who dat?